In this, the fifth of my city tours, I take a walk around the west of the city and encourage guests to go west and find out about legendary boxers, Bogside battle, and also a garden of Cam. That's my profile, similar to the other tours. And in the About section, we have a bit of a summary of what you'll do and see. Obviously, Bogside well known for the time of the Troubles, but we like to think we're giving you a tour that's politically neutral and acceptable to people from all traditions or from none. And I also involve my fellow tour guide Terry Brown for cover of part of this tour. In addition, we'll talk about some of the city's greatest boxers, the father and son known as Spider Kelly, some information about St Columba, obviously the murals, monuments and memorials for the Troubles, but also a Victorian era garden of tranquility at Brook Park, some of the languages of the natives and the planters, and a little aside about dairy pigs and what made them so happy. Again, the tour is best done during daylight hours, and we encourage people to be careful crossing the road and only use traffic crossings. So there you have a summary of some of the things that you will see and have the opportunity to stop at along the way. There's our map, and this time we start again in Visit Derry. We work our way up along the walls and then out onto the west of the city before walking through the Bogside and then up to St Eugene's and returning to the city centre that way. Our first stop is at the Tower Museum, and tell you a little bit more why the building was designed in the shape of the O'Doherty Fort and some of the exhibitions that you will see there. Before we progress up Magazine Street, and you'll have the opportunity to visit the Craft Village or to go up Waterloo Street, and there we'll stop at Butcher's Gate and also tell you something about the Kelly boxers when we're there. We'll work our way down Fawn Street and stop at St Colum's Well before making our way along to the entrance to Long Tower Church, and you'll have the opportunity to pause the tour and to spend more time there. We'll cross the road just adjacent to the old Gasworks Heritage Centre, and at this point I'll hand over to my friend Terry Brown, who'll guide you through aspects of the Bogside, including Dennis's Wee Shop, which is well known from the Derry Girls comedy show, and to some of the murals painted by the Bogside artists in along this way. Also give you the opportunity to go over to Free Derry Wall, Free Derry Corner, look at the mural of the Bloody Sunday, or even to go over to the Bloody Sunday Monument. The tour can be paused so that the guests can visit the Museum of Free Derry, and then I'll pick up the commentary again here with the murals of the peacemakers and bridge makers throughout the world, including John Hume. Our tour then will turn up William Street, and we'll work our way up to the cathedral and tell you a little bit about Abbey Street, which was the site of the famous Watts distillery up until the 1920s. We'll go into the grounds of St Eugene's Cathedral as well, and there you'll have the opportunity to pause the tour and visit the cathedral before we work our way around it, and also give you the opportunity to visit Brook Park. Leaving there, we'll come down Great James's Street, passing the Cultureland building, and I'll get you more history about the Gaelic language and also the Ulster Scots language. Before we work our way back to Strand Road and some other modern murals in the Victoria Market area, before finishing our tour back at Visit Derry and the Northern Counties building and the red plaque to Amelia Earhart. So, if you're interested in buying this tour, there it is available on VoiceMap for $5.99 or for $4.51 sterling in Viator, or from myself for tours of 10 plus by negotiation. So you'll be very welcome to come with me and join me on a tour of the city's west side.